What's up, everyone? I wanted to make a second video tonight to try to make a quick synopsis, if that's possible, of what I think about everything that's going on and where my opinion is, I guess, to this, as opposed to my beliefs, because my beliefs and my opinions are two different things. Sometimes I feel a certain way, but no, I should not feel this way. So it kind of recently has been this trend for me to try and grasp what happens around me, why it happens around me, and all this other stuff. And I think a lot of the symptoms that I'm describing to my doctors and to my psychiatrist and to the acupuncture lady are symptoms of awakening. So when you look on the internet and you find what an awakening is, and it's this really deep, can't really put another word to it other than like just a fog or a veil being removed and you see things clearly. Things happen to you and your life is now different. That's basically it. Like, you are now thinking about things that you didn't think about before. Reality is hitting you harder than ever. And now you have an option to either stay doing what you're doing and living the same life that you're living, or make changes to change your life. Now, every single day I wake up and I actually look for clues, just like I've been doing since probably 2013 when I got out of the military and really had a panic attack that basically was a shaking, earth moving moment in my life. Ever since that panic attack, I had been searching for God, and I found God, but I also found where the devil is. And when I had my panic attack, it was actually in my mind that there was a man who looked like Barack Obama, but like a combination of an Asian version of him. So it was like a North Korean Obama looking man. And he was really devilish and was forcing me to do military drills and was forcing me to do jumping jacks. And it was very traumatic for me to feel this way, but I brushed it off my shoulder because it's a panic attack, And then I had another panic attack that I heard in my head. The dogs were barking and they were actually arguing with one another, but it was Barack Obama and North Korea, and they were arguing and I was watching it happen, but my dogs were barking, and like I heard their argument, and it was like Obama was manipulating him into all of these things, and Kim Jong was like, you know what? I don't care anymore. I'm so sick and tired. And he was really upset and he was devastated, and he was literally about to press the button to nuke us, because at this point we didn't, as Americans, think they could, but they could have nuked the Norfolk Naval Base area with all of the SEALs in it and all of our high-tech equipment. Like, they would have knocked out Arlington. They would have knocked out a lot. And my therapist said down in Virginia that, no joke, Virginia would be the first or the last to go. They're either going to go first or not at all. That's what, the thing is that there's so many military people there. Anyways, I used to live by the base and I had a panic attack, the second or third one. And I'm listening to my dogs argue and I'm like, what the fuck? I had not smoking pot, but I had been taking medication. And everything that was happening when I just got out, I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. They're going to nuke. They're going to nuke us. And I'm listening to this play out in my head, and I'm like, the voices are like telling me to pick up the phone. Like, they're showing me what to do. And they're saying, you have to call, you have to call, you have to do it. You're the only one smart enough to be able to hear this conversation. And I'm saying, wow, that makes no sense at all. But shit, I would hate to be wrong. So I called. Because I would hate to be fucking wrong. That's a scary fucking feeling, is that I would be the only person smart enough to hear that conversation. That was in 2013, after the fact that the Mayans said the world was supposed to end. Now, mind you, now that all of this information is coming out with Hezbollah, the drug trafficking, the sex trafficking, and Uranium One, I wouldn't doubt for a second that I thwarted the plan, that Obama was supposed to antagonize him to the point where he would nuke us. And that would have caused a catastrophe large enough for them at that point to take over as reptilians and create a esoteric system that they want. Now, the problem is we don't have an entirely esoteric system. We have what was once in the animal kingdom now developing into the kingdom of God. We are gods and goddesses having human experiences, and there's incarnations of important historical features that you in your head think of as a character, and they actually existed, such as Jesus. Jesus is a fictional character to some people, but that man actually walked this earth and left his DNA behind. There are deep historical facts that root my belief in everything that I have to this day. So when I'm attacked, I feel like I always get wicked defensive. But trying to tell people what happened to me in my life is so hard that I, at this point, am having a hard time even trying to like make forward progress, explaining to you what in the fuck it is I'm even here for. But, ooh, that. It's not a glow, it's a halo, and God gave it to me. Nobody can touch it. So here's the thing. Intuitive or not, whether or not I heard that conversation or not, there's other things that happened to me. I was hearing voices, well, say hearing voices. I was in tune with my consciousness and heard the voice of God, and he was showing me destiny. He was showing me fate. He was showing me all of the stars and how deeply intertwined my body is with the stars in the sky. And how the conditions of this earth are prophesied about in the Bible, and we're living in the end times. But people, all they do is complain about it. They don't pray to God. They'll complain about it, they'll tweet about it, they'll do what they have to, but do they actually pray to God about it? I do. I know that what I want in this world is for peace to happen. And in order for peace to happen, the truth has to be exposed. There are people who have had power that take children from their homes and do what they want, up to and including sexual assault and murder, sacrificing children for their God, who is written about in the Bible as Moloch. So where I feel most empowered, I guess, is knowing that I am rightfully mad, rightful indignation. I hate evil. It exists. And not only does it just exist, that shit follows me because I'm a good person, and that's what evil does. Evil goes after me. I don't have to go after evil. Isn't that the best part? Is that I don't have to chase after anything except for keep my eyes on the prize, which is keeping purity and not having perversion and feeling, feeling that I am at one, not only with myself, but at nature and at one with God, and having that divine relationship with him that isn't interfered with by medicine, food, and the air. So if they're trying to stop us from hearing the voice of God, they're only going to do it for a small period of time. It's that shit's going to go away eventually. Everyone's going to know God is real, and that inside of you, you have a lot of other things other than just organs. And what you hear and feel inside of your third eye, science can kind of explain it. And I think where quantum physics comes into play here is with the pea brains and the string theory, and saying that there are people on this earth that matter. And yeah, Jesus was one of them. Muhammad was one of them. Buddha, Abraham, Moses, you name it. There are so many people that are on this earth that have a purpose. And if they weren't here and alive doing everything that they do, mistakes or not, whatever you want to call that person's life, they're here for a reason. and they hold together. They're part of the universe. And those people end up getting the most attack. They end up standing there through the storm alone. And not only that, they're ridiculed. There's so many people out there who have not only been talked for fully believing that there's a conspiracy to bring down people like you and me for just existing, for just living and being too populated. I need to die. No, I don't accept it. I don't accept that as my future. Their new world order sounds like shit. No offense, but your plan sucks. I'm not even gonna lie. That's a terrible idea. You're just gonna kill people? Okay, Hitler. Right. So we all understand what's going on, and before everything becomes public knowledge, I guess, with names more or less, because at this point it is public. It's just people are sleeping and they don't want to see the truth. They're not ready. People are not ready. And just like that Kevin Hart thing, yeah, she wasn't ready. Wake up, America. It's time for your red pill. Like, it's time to take your morning dose of red pill. Wake up. It is 2000, not even 17, because guess what? In some other country, the year ends in 777. Do you even know where you are? Like, the question is, do you even think about who you are? And on Earth, what is your position? Are you just going to end up in the grave? Are you just going to end up another tombstone? I don't know. I think that's their plan. I don't want that. That's why I'm so passionate about what I say and what I do. And that's why I tweet away and fucking do what I have to do to prove my point. That there are evil people out there that want to kill you. Jesus wrote about it. Jesus talked about it. And all you have to do is believe. Remember what I said in the other video about them wanting to control your thoughts? All you have to do to gain salvation is believe in Jesus' existence. So they have two ways to attack that. They have your history, and then they have your psyche. So if they can erase Jesus completely from history, which they can't, the battle's already been won. It's only a matter of time before everything comes out. And there's no hiding. It's already written about in the Bible. People are going to try to hide. They can't. None of your thoughts, nothing will be hidden anymore. That's what it talks about in the Bible. That is pure prophecy. That nothing, not even your thoughts, will be private anymore. So we'll talk about mind control real quick. 13 minutes in here. I think I could just spare a second or two on mind control. They've got manipulation tactics that you just type in on Google, electromagnetic manipulation, Google patent. You'll find that shit. Google geoengineering. You'll find it. Geoweapons, biological warfare. They want to kill us. I was on 14 different pills getting out of the Navy. They want nothing more than to shut you up because your intuition is right. And when your intuition is right and someone tells you no, you start experiencing pain. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is exactly where the first lie brought us, is to pain and death. And guess what? The truth will reveal. We don't actually have to die. Sometimes I get mad. Sometimes I get really upset about this. Because I'm 25 years old. I'm about to be 26. And if this shit continues for my entire life, I will die finding peace. So, enjoy that. Cabal, your ass is going down. Nah, that wasn't really that scary. What's more scary? Oh, that's right. Jesus is going to touch you. You want to touch people? You want to touch their lives the way that you have? Jesus is going to put his hands on you. And guess what? In Guantanamo Bay, there's no fucking cheese pizza or pasta. Just so you know, there's no options. It's all gonna be done with. So for now, I'm out.